You okay?
Yeah.
You don't want me to video?
No, you can do it. I was trying to catch myself and remember my name.
You don't remember your name?
Wesley Farnham, 122689. So we're in the car. We're on the way to my appointment. So we were told, Monday last week, it's Monday today, that there was a possibility that it was going to be scheduled for today, or for this week, that they were starting to get back to everything. And then on, was it Thursday? Friday, they said, yes, you guys are good for Wesley coming on Monday. And then on Saturday, they told us the time. So it all happened very quickly. We thought it was going to be the end of the month, but they were able to speed everything up. So we're excited about that. I just took my 2 loopy pills. What are they called? Ativan or something like that. But anyways, so it is 9:50 right now, and we're going to get there at 11. And then Emily has to, she can't come up, so it's just me. So she's just gonna have to hang out in the car and do whatever other stuff for a while, and then picks me back up and we head home. So, that's it. Yep.
That's it.
Alright, bye. Hey, this is Wesley Farnham, and I am here for my procedure. I'm good to come up. Okay, perfect. Thank you very much. Bye.
Texted me that he's done, and I get to actually go and get him. I'm so excited. Yay! You okay?
Yeah.
You don't want me to video?
No, you can do it. I was trying to catch myself and remember my name.
You don't remember your name?
Wesley Farnham, 122689.
What? Tell me about the lights and the...
I forgot my birth year when they asked. They said, alright, what we do is going to do a timeout. So we ask you your name, your date of birth, and what you're here for. And I said, Wesley Farnham, 1226, Sperm Retrieval. I said, what about the year? I said, 89. Here's a quiz.
What about the lights that have things in them?
Yeah. The lights, I feel like every time you go into a surgery, the lights overhead just give you this like whoa feeling. Even without drugs. What am I saying?
What happened?
So go up into the room and they scan your head for your temperature. And get you a mask, and then if you're approved, you're allowed through the gates.
Were you approved?
Yes, I was approved and ushered through the gates. And then the gates being just a standard office door, nothing fancy. And then you sit and then you wait, and then she came back and got me. I went back in the room, kind of told me what it was. How to sign a lot of paperwork, and I said, like, if anything was to happen to me during this or something like that, like what would happen to just the sperm alone, like where would it go? Well, somebody else asked me to sign something in the meantime, and I got distracted, so then I signed it, and I signed them over to myself. So that didn't make much sense, so I just crossed out Wesley and put Emily. So, and it said that's close enough. And then there was a line that was a little confusing, and it said, "Who do you want them to go to?" And so I just left it blank. And then Christy said, "I'll put Emily's name down for you for yours." And then all the doctors come in, the doctor and the fellow. There's the 2 nurses, and then we go from the room into the actual room. And then in there, lay down, start soldering it up. Well, no, they first numb it all up.
With what? Like a shot?
Yeah, I guess I missed some steps. They wipe it down and clean it. Then they shave you, which is a little weird to have 2 males holding your genitals, shaving them. But I think it's weird for them too, so we're all on the same page. And then they got this cleaner, and they said it burns like aftershave. It burns like aftershave, like everywhere. And then I guess that's clean. And then they get their little knifes and soldering guns.
So how do they numb it? Like a needle?
Mm-hmm.
Did that hurt?
Yeah, the 2 needles hurt. The 1 needle hurt really bad. It felt like it was going through multiple layers. That part really hurt. But after that, then it was okay. And every once in a while, you'd see some smoke rise up. And I think that was like them soldering. Or a little barbecue in the middle of the day, I'm not sure. But, and then they would give the sperm sample.
Could you see what was happening?
I could see the room, what was happening. I couldn't see right below me.
Did they have like a barrier?
It was like blue covering.
Gotcha.
And then
they give the sample?
They give the sample to the person, and they yell back saying there's no mobility or whatever around. And so they gave it a couple shots, and then they had to switch into the biopsy sample.
Did they tell you they were doing that?
Yeah. The biopsy sample on the one, they go, I didn't feel any of that. Honestly, that was probably the easiest. And then they come back and say, "Oh, good." And then all this stitching of me back up.
Was someone like sitting with you telling you what was happening?
Yeah. Yeah, Christy was right there, and then the 2 doctors were up front. And they were pretty vocal about what was happening too.
Nice.
But it was pretty good.
Pretty good. You glad it's over?
Yeah. I hope it's just comfortable in the next couple days.
Yeah.
Alright, so it's been about over a week since procedure, and I want to give an update on how everything was and went and how I was feeling afterwards. So it was definitely odd feeling for a while. Relied a lot on ice packs and things, but honestly the pain afterwards wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be, especially like as long as how long it lasted. I really took a pain pill right after the procedure as they suggested for the car ride back, and then took 1 more that night. But after that, I only took normal Tylenol the next day, and really didn't need to do much afterwards with that. Definitely laying in bed, working using the laptop that way was a lot more comfortable than trying to sit directly for a little bit. So honestly, that was really the only pain element. The other part being Wesley, and I am prone, seems to be with the IVs that I've had for other cystic fibrosis related things. I've become allergic to a lot of adhesives. So with that, I end up using, or usually break out in like a rash or something in that regard. Same thing happened with this. So I end up being allergic to the antiseptic they use. So the next day, really itchy, and it continued. So end up contacting them. And when I say really itchy, like that's almost all I could do or think about. So tried not to itch the best I could, but sometimes couldn't control it. But with that, they ended up prescribing this massive bottle of steroid cream So I was able to use that, and that really helped a lot. So now, being a little over a week afterwards, it's just completely gone, feel pretty much back to normal, and probably only have a couple more days till sutures and all of that have dissolved or whatever they do themselves. So anyways, just want to give that update on how recovery and everything went. Wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be, but definitely glad it's over. Now, a few days here, we're going to start Emily's shots, and then Emily starts her part of it. So we're looking forward to getting that part started. That's definitely the bulk of everything. My part ends up being a lot easier than everything Emily has to go through. But that's that. That's everything. Thanks for following along on this part, and let us know if you have any questions. All right, bye.